Hello everyone, welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today is Monday, August 9th. Currently it's 68 degrees. High today is going to be 88. It's getting a little warmer now. Chance of rain's 30%. Humidity's 93% right now. It'll go down some as the day goes on, but it still will be high. I think it's like 70% or something like that, which is still way high. Winds are at 3 miles per hour. Air quality 73. That's moderate. It's come down a little bit, but still not that great all the time lately. What is this? I press. Okay. Trying to get the tablet ready for when we do today's tidbits instead of it not being started up. Okay, let's see how the netting's doing. I swear I was fixing coffee this morning. I put bird netting, by the way, on the middle one, the Garden of Faith, and I've been having the trouble with the birds eating the cucumber seeds. And I was fixing coffee and I looked out and I swear it looked like there was a bird inside of there. And I came out, I was going to see what in the heck, and then it looked like it went under somewhere and got out. I don't know, maybe it was an optical illusion, but there was a bird, there was several birds there perched on the cucumber trellises, and one was just actually sitting on the netting, perched on the netting. But the one looked like it was inside of it, but then I looked around and I said, how in the world did it get in? And how did it even get out? I don't know, unless it was actually on the it could have been on the netting, and then the weight of the bird could have pushed the netting down, I guess, and it was sitting on the second part of the trellis, so it really looked like it was in it, but I guess it's possible it could have pushed the netting down till it was to that point. I don't know. The netting's pretty tight though. You'll see here in a minute. All these are looking fantastic in here. All the house plants. Then we bring them in, for the winter, and they survive, but they don't look that great. If you remember, all these, they didn't look so good when I brought them out here. Of course, now they're looking great. It's hard to keep the tips of these from turning brown, it seems. I don't know. I don't know what else to do for it that it would stop that. Maybe it could use some more Miracle Grow. I don't know. What's going on over here with these? I think these potatoes are about done for. I don't know. They're not turning brown yet. You're supposed to wait till the tops die and then wait a few weeks or something like that, but I don't know. Well, this one's growing a regular pepper right here. It's little. I hear a chainsaw. These peppers here look good. Trying to see where they're at. I can't tell where they're down in there somewhere. Okay. You can see the netting here. Pull this one to where it's not so like in a bind. Shouldn't affect, the plants. I'm trying to get this one kind of hung up in it. But, I didn't have any other choice, really. I had to do something. I didn't really want to build anything around it, like a fence or anything. I'm gonna give this a try first. If this doesn't work, maybe I'll have to go to some kind of chicken wire. But there was a bird sitting on, I don't see how it could have pushed this down. It was sitting on this second one, it looked like, this morning, right in there. On the second one. So I don't see how it got in. Maybe it was sitting on this one. And it just looked that way, I don't know. I don't see how it could have got in there. Really, I've got it pretty well, sealed to where nothing can get in it. I got this end over here, like this. As you can see, there's stuff trying to grow. There's one over there. There's one that's looks like it's been chewed on or something. There's a couple right here. So I want to give them a chance, There's one down there. But I thought it looked like it came down this way and got out. Maybe it was like I said, like an optical illusion, and maybe it was sitting here and then it went down this way or something. But looking at this, I really don't see how it could have got in there or out. Or if it got in, I don't see how it got out so easy. So, but this is this is one way of doing it, and I'm hoping this works. Try not to let anything get against it that'll mess it up from growing, but I mean, at least nothing's gonna eat on these, or they maybe could eat on the ends of these right here. Looks like they already did, but they didn't get inside of it, see? And some of these carrots are getting ready to be almost big enough soon. So I don't want them eaten. My okra will be more protected. Here's my little zucchini trying to grow. I need to get in here. These tomatoes aren't really doing anything. I think they were too root bound. I don't really see much new growth at all. There's a little bit of new growth on this one, but I don't see them really doing much of anything. But we do actually have tomatoes on this one now, a couple. One here, one right here. So, I mean, I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's going to do much. Might get a few tomatoes off of them, but I don't think they're going to grow, I think they were too far gone when I got them. I need to, it's hard to tell which of these don't have anything on them. I need to start going through some of these and taking them out if they don't have anything on them. Probably like this one, but it's got a couple here, but, well, there's two right there, so I don't know what to do about that. But it's hard to tell because they've grown on each other which ones that need to be pulled. This one might be one of them right here. I see one or two, so I just have to. I spent quite a bit of time out here yesterday doing all this. I had to water beforehand and hold some dead branches and stuff. Getting a few nice looking beans in here. There's the smaller ones. Here's some. And some more flowers. I finally got my new protector on my screen protector. See, a few of them green beans are trying to grow down there. Well, I'm just afraid to do much to them. They'll just get eaten. I'm just gonna, they make it, they make it. I got so aggravated planting. I planted seeds 3 times there, and they all got eaten. So I'm pretty happy about, the way this turned out. And what I'll do is, I think I'll, like in these other ones, after I plant the fall garden, I'm gonna take 4 of these cages, like put 1 in each corner. That way this netting will be up off of the vegetables and stuff. This one keeps getting pulled. Let's see. Doesn't seem to want to go down any further. Trying to get it to. Oh well, it's bent a little bit over. Nothing seems to be messing with the zucchini and the eggplant. So, as far as next summer, I don't think I'll have to do that unless it's just when they're first growing, if they're small. Eggplants didn't do great from the ones I grew for some reason. I think I would have to start them way earlier, which I'll experiment over the winter, see if I can get some that would be big enough to plant. But I ended up having to buy these, some of them. Some of these are the ones I grew, but I ended up having to buy most of the eggplants. Get away from these guys. Hey, a flower on that one. Right there. The Ford Hook zucchini looks much healthier now than the Black Beauty. So obviously the Black Beauty dies off earlier than the Ford Hook does because I grew them at the same time. So I might possibly just grow Ford Hooks next year. Look at how healthy this one's still looking. And then look at this one. Now they both put out a lot of plants. I pulled that one up, it was dead. I actually have got as many on the Ford Hook as I have both of these that were here. There was another Black Beauty here and that one. So I got I think 16, I believe, off this one plant already. And I've got like about the same amount, but it was off of 2 plants of these. So next year, you can see how big that is. Isn't that amazing? Next year, I think I'm just gonna have 2 Ford Hooks in here. That one would actually almost fill up this whole bed, but I'd like to have 2 of them. One won't put out enough for us to eat and give them to everybody and everything. The okra is starting to take off a little bit right there, that one. These other 2 are slow. And this zucchini's looking a little better. So, hi birdie. They've eaten a lot this morning. I filled them yesterday, but they've eaten a lot of it this morning. They didn't eat as much yesterday afternoon. It's when the starlings come in. They'll be like this morning. There was probably 15 of them or 16. These are looking huge not to have buds on them yet for flowers. They're huge. So I can imagine how many they're going to have on it. They're going to look really good. A lot of these I like feeling these. They're really soft. This is what the buds look like though. I don't know why they're waiting so long for these. Like I said, there's going to be a bunch on these and they're nice and sturdy. Big, stems, stalks or whatever. So they can withstand a little bit of wind, which is good because it knocks them down a lot of times. I need to get some onions. I think we're going to have a salad. We're supposed to, and it could change, but we still got some chicken salad that I made. I think we're going to have more wraps tonight to where we don't have to cook, and a salad. Here's what these look like from the foxglove after they dried. That's the seeds. I just let it dry in here. I need to be, when I take some of those out at the Roccos, I need to save some of them for next year. Because a lot of what I planted, a lot of what you see growing this year is from seeds from last year. I planted. All of these are from last year's seeds. And this one's looking much more healthy now. I took that cornflower out. It was looking like it was dead. But you can see this is when they start to open here. But this has not really got any on it either yet. Speak of. Just that few down there. Here's one of the holes for the chipmunks right here. These all look pretty though. Can't see my time. I can't even see it. The screen. Some more of these have bloomed. I can't see those guys. They're down there somewhere cutting. My hedge trimmers came. One of the days that it's cooler, I need to get out here. It may take me a while because I'll probably have to take breaks, cut for a while and then take a break. Because I can't do that forever. But I know my brother can't do anything right now. And I wouldn't dare ask him. I want him to rest so he can, until he has that MRI and see what the deal is. You don't need to get it aggravated any worse. So I know I'm feeling, my leg probably feels better than his does. My knee takes spells where it hurts and then it'll do a little better. Those are about dead right there. But this one's gonna bloom here. See all the blooms on it. Yeah, I can't see those guys cutting. Huh. Haven't heard that female hawk this morning. Haven't heard it. There's a little breeze, but you can tell it's going to be warm today. What I usually do, sometimes I'll do a little bit out here of the morning, but usually I don't because I'm doing this and stuff. But if I'm up real early, I'll get out there and do a few things. But I usually have to wait until after 6 because the shade will come over the back area here, and that's the perfect time. I mean, it feels so much better when that shade is the house makes it shade the way the sun's the house makes shade where the sun is starting to set. So that's when I usually do anything. That's when I put the netting up, was probably about going on 7 o'clock last night when I got started on it. Of course, it took me about 30 minutes to do everything I did before and water. It takes a while to water because I don't just spray it. I spray just the roots. I try to just spray the roots instead of just spraying it like a shower. I just try. It saves water too, because you can do it, put less than you would if you just started spraying it everywhere. Okay, let's see here. The thumbnail is that spinach cheese manicotti we got from Aldi, and had salad. Wait a minute, yeah. No, that was it? We just had cucumbers and a tomato, I believe. No, we had salad. I don't think Joy had any salad. That's right. Okay. And garlic cheese flatbread. And it was great. Really good. And I did a little short on it if you'd like to see it. Man, there's some flies out here this morning. They aggravate me. Today, let's see, no, I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to start work on a Kitty's Corner. It's about time for me to do another one of those. Jokes of the day. And I don't know what we're having. Like I said, we're supposed to have that chicken salad, but that's not set in stone. We may have it. We need to eat it and everything like that, so we may do that. At least the kitchen won't be hot. Thumbnail spinach. I'm about due. I haven't done a taste test in a while. A taste test with Mike. I got a couple items. I put one of them in the fridge, a drink. I need to find it. And I have another item that I think I'll do. So, and they're both from Walmart, so everybody can find them. And today's question, you know, I don't watch everything about the viruses and stuff all the time. It just kind of is depressing. But you know, this Delta virus, it's nothing to joke about. I mean, it's going to get worse, and people just don't seem to, you know, even acknowledge that it's there, some of them. I don't know. But anyway, today's question is, do you think people aren't taking the Delta virus seriously? The numbers, even in our area, are way up. I think Florida set a record for the number of cases in one day, even from the COVID-19. This was way higher. The numbers on this was way higher than the highest one that they had for COVID-19 in one day. I think it was like, I don't quote me on this number, but I think it was something like 28,000 some in new cases in one day. So, you know, for us, we're going to keep being just as careful as we was, you know, before. We're doing all the same things. And, you know, eventually, if this gets worse, you know, the shelves are going to start getting empty, but we're prepared. But, I mean, we may eventually go to the delivery if it gets to where, you know, because I'm high risk because of my infusion. So I don't know about, you know, me going out after a certain point. We'll see. Okay, time for today's tidbits. I hope I don't run too long. Got run in my mouth. Okay, the Great Mountain of Indonesia. Got this thing in the way. Wait a minute. My little notepad. Okay, Mount Semeru, also known as the Great Mountain, is located in Indonesia. It is the highest and one of the most active volcanoes on Java Island. The mountain rises nearly 76 meters above the coastal plains. It has been in constant eruption since 1967. It causes regular ash explosions that typically occur at intervals of 10 to 30 minutes. Okay. Do some weather events scare you? About 1 in every 10 Americans suffers from severe weather phobia, which is a strong fear of extreme weather events such as hurricanes, wildfires, or tornadoes. Scientists estimate that about 2 to 3% of Americans suffer from astrophobia, the fear of thunder and lightning. Anacrophobes are people who fear winds. Ever heard of supercooled water? Supercooled water refers to water that exists in liquid form at temperatures below its normal freezing point, 32°F. It is because of its inability to complete nucleation, the process which water undergoes to become ice. The freezing nuclei, ice crystals, and latent heat are the factors that influence the freezing of supercooled droplets. Wow. Larnaca, the second largest salt lake in Cyprus. Larnaca Lake is the second largest salt lake in Cyprus, Middle East. It is a complex network of 4 salt lakes. During summers, the lake becomes dry and exposes the cake salt. It's extremely salty because the salt water penetrates the porous rock between the lake and the sea. The area around the lake has been inhabited since the late Bronze Age. Are we witnessing climate change? Massive fires, severe heat waves, and unusual rains are often linked to climate change. It's correct to make this association, but it's not quite precise to say that to witness these events is to witness climate change. Weather has always been naturally variable, that it is extremely difficult to observe the climate as it changes. When a volcanic eruption generated ice. Anak Krakatau, a volcano in the Sunda Strait near Indonesia, erupted on December 22, 2018. Surprisingly, the eruption generated about 10 million tons of ice. The ice particles formed when the water vapor spewed high into the Earth's atmosphere froze. The resulting ice-rich cloud led to an unusually high concentration of lightning in the plume. What is global atmospheric circulation? Large-scale wind circulations move around the Earth's atmosphere in a constant pattern called atmospheric circulation. They are caused when the sun heats the Earth more at the equator. It's a necessary phenomenon to transport heat from tropical to polar latitudes. This is what leads to areas of low pressure and high rainfall. Longest in-duration lightning ever recorded. The longest in-duration lightning record is held by the one that flashed over northern Argentina on March 4, 2019. That single flash, which set the record for longest in-duration lightning, lasted for a whopping 16.73 seconds. The earlier record was a bolt of 7.74 seconds over France in 2012. Did Antarctica ever have trees? The discovery of ancient plant fossils in Antarctica's west coast has led to the researchers to believe that the temperate rainforest might have thrived there about 100 million years ago. The fossil plants also indicate that the area had a warm climate without extended periods of winter temperatures, along with adequate moisture in the air. And lastly, 3 friends stuck in flooded elevator in Omaha. 3 friends were stuck in a flooded elevator in Omaha, saw flash floods on Saturday. When they boarded the elevator and arrived in the lobby, water flowed inside through the vents before the door opened. They recorded a video showing water as high as their armpit. Some of their friends rescued them with no injuries. And that's it for today's Tidbits. I hope you enjoyed it. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you later. God bless.